I look fucking nuts, dude. Good morning. It is Monday. Hold on, motherfucker. Alright, guys, it is Monday. I would say it's leg day, but technically it's not leg day. It's a realignment day. I was out pretty much all weekend though. I did end up going to a winery, so I did end up drinking alcohol this weekend. And I also went to the movies to see Spider-Man. So I also ate a little shitty too. So I'm just hoping that the extra carbs give me a little boost today. And I was actually supposed to go to my sensei's gym Saturday, but I missed his message, so it got buried and I never saw it. So if I end up seeing him there today, I'm gonna ask him not for this weekend because I'm gonna go to Elite Gym this weekend, but I'm gonna ask him about next weekend. So I probably won't record anything like in the gym today, just so I can focus on what I gotta do. But I still have my upper body day from Saturday. I have some clips from that workout I have to post. So for the stuff today though, since I've been recording myself doing like the kneeling, it's kind of like a lat pull down thing, but like the focus of that is I'm supposed to be firing my back legs glute, and like squeezing it and trying to pull it, I guess, out of the twists while doing the pull down and keeping the tension in my lat. And I feel like every time I look at myself, I don't look center. I feel center when I'm doing it, but then when I'm rewatching myself, and there's no mirror where I'm doing it at, so I kind of sometimes just try to see it from my phone, but my phone's not super close, so I can't fully tell. But then when I'm rewatching, I'm like, bitch, you're not. I feel like I'm supposed to be squared, and I feel like so. Okay, I feel like I look collapsed. If that makes sense, I feel like my center looks collapsed, but it doesn't actively feel that way when I'm performing it. So I'm like, how do I get myself to feel that I'm collapsed, how it looks, and get out of it and square myself off? Because forbid I'm doing this, I haven't upped the weight on it. I think it's just at like 15 pounds or something, which is doing absolutely nothing for the lat portion, doing nothing. And I'm okay with that because this is about the pelvis. But I'm just like, I can't put the weight up or like do anything with this because I'm worried that I will solidify something worse, like a worse tilt or a worse collapse or something. I don't fucking know. So I don't want to get too deep into it because then I'll start like going on tangents, trying to figure shit out myself. But so yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get ready to go in. I'm gonna do them things. I'm gonna come back. Good morning. It is Monday. Today was, well, now I'm gonna call it realignment day. Today was my realignment day. It was great. I think I was mentioning when I was doing these kneeling lat pullovers that really the intention is to like rotate my right pelvis backward, I guess. I feel like I'm so uneven, or like I am collapsed, I should say. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to be more leveled, or I need to recheck other people doing it. It's hard because I feel like most videos I see, you kind of see them from the side or like the rear a little bit, but I need to see what they look like straight on. But usually they're not recording straight on because, well, there's a fucking cable machine right in front of them, so they're not like recording this way. But I would really like to see someone do it in that direction. I did do cable RDL and they felt really good. There's this girl on here that I met. She's like super similar to me in the sense of I believe she used to be over 300 pounds. I believe so. And she had a weight loss journey. I don't think she recorded anything like how I didn't record. Like, I know right now I'm recording, but I didn't record anything in the beginning of my journey, basically. So no one saw me actively losing weight. Right now, you guys are just seeing me basically go to maintenance, to cutting, and just building muscle. That's because that's where my life is right now. But she does have like so much muscle. She gained so much muscle. And I mean, she was over 300 pounds like I was. Well, then she lost a shit ton of fat. She lost a shit ton of fat also. I was talking to her one day and I'm sitting here bitching about legs, of course. It's like the only thing I ever bitch about is fucking legs. And she like gives me a cue about the RDLs where you should like, it should think about it like you're stretching your hamstring. So like the only cues I ever really try with RDL is when people say to act like you're pushing a door back, but that should never work for me. And then I remember one time I saw Dr. Mike Israetel say like, pretend there's a camera in the corner of your room and you're trying to show the camera your butthole, like literally the butthole. And that worked a little bit. I'm sorry, that's such a crazy way to put it, but he's the one who put it that way, not me. And technically it did work a little bit. Like I felt it better than pushing a door back, but it still was not quite right. And my preference is good mornings, so that should tell you something, I guess. I don't know why I can feel a good morning and I can't feel the RDL the same. But anyways, she told me about it like to feel like you're stretching it. So I basically, ever since she said that, I started fixating myself where, because I remember multiple times my sensei telling me essentially like becoming part of the machine. So like say I'm doing leg extension. So everything but my quads need to be a part of the machine. So like I'm hunkering down and I'm grabbing it and like you're gripping it while your arms are now part of the machine. Them shits don't move. Like you're down. So I was basically trying to make my legs part of the machine. In this term, I'm trying to make it just part of the ground. And then I just think about stretching my hamstrings like gum upward, like grabbing it and going upward, almost like you're pulling up pants or something. But anyway, stretching it like gum. And then I started to feel it. So I was like, oh shit. So I've been doing that. I think I did so good on my first set. I could barely really feel my second set. And then my third set, I put the weight up because I was like, maybe it's too light. And I felt it better, but not as good as the first set. So I don't know. I think it worked. I think maybe it worked too well. And maybe I didn't take long enough break. I'm not sure. But it worked. It did something. And then I did like 6 sets of leg extensions and I did inner outer thigh. And that's all I had time for because most of it is realignment stuff. And I threw in a couple extra stuff like lateral raises, like extra things I'm just trying to get more volume in for. But besides that, that was basically it. And I'm gonna do other like stuff here. I should do it, bitch. You should do that shit very soon. But yeah, other than that, everything I feel like was good. I don't know if I have a pump really. I mean, I probably I probably do. I feel like Samuel Jackson. We ever see like the reels where he's like, I'm from around the way, I'm gonna leave here with something. That's how I feel like on any day in the gym, even if it's like supposed to be a leg day. My upper body's like, bitch, I'm gonna leave here with something. Overall, it was great. Tomorrow's chest day. Motherfuckers, why are y'all in my comments like trying to get me on about my pecs? Do I have pecs, bro? Like I understand there's something there, right? I don't know. I feel like it's not really defined, but like I feel a lot of muscle. Like I feel like it has dense muscle on it, but it's flat muscle, if that makes sense. What I would like is for this to be etched in, this top little thing that happens, whatever the fuck you want to call that. And I know some of that has to do with body fat, but I'm not trying to be super lean, so the muscle gotta get bigger. I will lose more fat here. And eventually, once I get skin removal and surgeries and I'm snatched up, like a lot of this extra stuff that's just pulling down won't be there. But my main focus, I need this larger. Most of my mass is like outer. I need this here to pop up. But yeah, besides that, I do thank the compliments though. But I'm just like, dang, am I just not seeing it? I don't want to be an individual who does not notice or understand their own progress because that is insane. Or you guys are lying to me, which is the fucking internet, bro. Anyways, that's it. I have to get my day started, obviously, and I'm done talking. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. Okay, actually, no, I was not done talking. There was actually one thing I forgot to mention. Oh my god, I feel so awkward. Sorry. So, um, I have apparently gained like 1,000 followers in the last 2 months that I started posting like my gym diary content, and that is so cool. I don't, I'm so shy. I don't want to act weird, but that is like so awesome. And I do see like comments and messages of people like saying they're proud of me or that I'm motivating them. And that means so much to me when you guys feel like I'm motivating you, or I want to show people that all this shit is like within your realm of doing. Like, whether you're underweight and you need to gain muscle, like you can do this shit. And or if you're severely overweight like I was, like you can do this shit. And not only you can do this shit, you can do this shit naturally, despite everyone thinking I'm on steroids. But beyond that, I'm just saying, like, I want to show people that this is possible and you can achieve it. And it might be, harder for some than others, and I can understand that. But it's just, the point is, it's not out of your realm of possibility, basically. And you don't have to settle for feeling like, unless you want to be mediocre forever, then fuck it. But what I'm saying is, you don't have to like wonder, will this work? Like, yes, the fuck, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Just remember, it's gonna fucking work. But I just want to say, like, yes, I am very grateful for you guys. And it's so cool that you guys are interested in seeing, well, probably half you guys just want to see me get a pump, honestly. But it's so cool that some of you guys are actually like invested in my life and like where I'm going in my journey. And it's so cool that I am motivating some of you people to either like make changes or be more consistent, or know that, maybe your goals were small. Like, it's for you to realize that there's a lot more you could do and how much potential you may yourself have. And hopefully I will get my nutritional coaching certification soon. I'm hoping by the end of the year I will have that, and I'd be able to like actually on a more professional level help people change their lives, because that's really what I would love to do. I want to be impactful for people, especially like me, people who maybe have been overweight since childhood, to show like there's a whole another life that you didn't know, right? I think it's a little different when you gain weight when you're older or over time, because you had a baseline. If you didn't gain weight until you were in your 20s or 30s, you have a baseline of what healthy feels like. And like someone like me who was already over 300 pounds by the time I was in 5th grade, like, you're talking about single digit age. I remember in 6th grade, entering 6th grade, being 336 pounds entering 6th grade. So my body like grew with all this weight on it, and that's what's was normal. And honestly, that's part of the reason why I can lift so heavy naturally and do what I'm doing. It has a lot to do with that also. But in general, I'm just saying, like, someone like me, you don't know what it's like to not have the weight on you. So it doesn't really feel like your baseline is already skewed, put it that way. But let me stop going on tangents. This is why I didn't want to talk about it. But I also didn't want to forget, because then, well, I feel rude. It's so awesome that you guys are enjoying the content and being inspired. I guess that's all I have to say. All right, bye. So if you make it this far, well, you'll get a surprise pumps. And I don't know. I want to know who did watch it this far, because it's so long, it's not going to recommend it to anyone new. So if you did stay this long, then put an emoji of like a duck, so that I know who watched all the way to this point.